So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at a brand new release coming from Adidas, which will take inspiration from a pair of shoes from back in the 90s. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like to really help out the channel. In today's video guys, as I said earlier, we're gonna have a look at one of the latest releases coming from Adidas, which will be based on a pair of shoes coming from the 90s. And this one will fuse a lot of elements from the today's styles. So let's go ahead and start with the box guys, which as you can see will come in this blue color, which is one of the regular boxes anyway. And this one will have these three stripes here on top alongside the 3-4 logo and the lettering at the front and also at the back. So let's just go ahead and take them out. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at this very interesting release coming from Adidas for this equipment Agravic. So as I said earlier guys, Adidas has decided to bring us a release, a brand new one, which it seems that is gonna take some inspirations from the 90s equipment releases, and this one will fuse a lot of elements from the today's styles. So that's how this equipment Agravic came to be on the market. So this one dropped at least here in the UK in the second half of November. For the retail price of 180 pounds or around $200 US, making this one quite expensive. And if you wonder why we need to pay so much guys, I think it's mainly because of this Light Strike Pro midsole, which if I'm not mistaken, it's one of their most advanced ones, which is also used in the competitions as well. So this brand new release will be inspired by the iconic EQT lineup, and it will bring some modern elements as well. This one will bring for the upper mainly just the synthetic materials, but for sure these ones were the same as the EQT lineup from back in the 90s. But in my opinion, I feel that the price it's a bit too high, and given that this one it's not a pair of running shoes and it will be like a pair of lifestyle shoes as it's advertised on the Adidas website, not entirely sure why someone will actually pay that much. Nevertheless guys, if you want this one right now, you just need to pay that high retail price. But in case you are willing to wait for a couple of months, for sure these ones will go on sale. So let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of a few materials and all of them will be synthetic. So as the base layer guys, we're gonna have this Dyneema textile in this gray color, which will be quite visible here on top of the toe section. We're also gonna have it here for the tongue as well. And as you can see, will also be present here in the midfoot underneath this cage and covering most of this upper part of the back part of the shoe as well. So on top of this mesh guys, we're gonna have, as I said earlier, a few synthetic materials. One of it will be this synthetic no-bag, which will come here at the front of the toe section and also on the side, and it will come in this gray color. And this will also be present partially here at the back of the shoe as well. Then in the midfoot guys, we're gonna have this TPU cage material in this white color, which will also have these three stripes in this green color on both medial and lateral side. And surrounding all of this cage, we're gonna have this synthetic suede in this black color, which yet again will be present on both medial and lateral side. So finishing here towards the back guys, we're also gonna have again some synthetic material in this gray color, which on the sides will have this synthetic white leather as well. And just at the back of the heel section, you're gonna have your Adidas logo in this green color, and just beneath it the Adidas equipment lettering. So for the actual lacing system guys, we're gonna have this cage which will keep in place these white flat laces, and underneath these laces we're gonna have a very minimal padded tongue. which will also have this big Adidas equipment tag here towards the top. This one will also be gusseted as well, but for sure I would have preferred for this one to have more padding. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, you can see that for this one we're gonna have this synthetic lining. So this one underneath yet again will have quite a minimal amount of padding, which at least for me, as I have skinny feet, it didn't bother me at all, but for sure I would have preferred to have more padding. Also at the bottom, guys, you're gonna have this foam insole in this gray color, which will have imprinted here at the heel section the Adidas logo alongside the Adidas equipment lettering. So now, guys, we can go to this Light Strike Pro foam midsole, which is actually quite soft and also quite lightweight as well. So this one, it seems that it's gonna have the same height for the front and also the back of the shoe as well, which will be a 30mm. Then exposed here at the front of the shoe, we're also gonna have this plate. This one might be like a stability plate. I couldn't tell you for sure, as on the Adidas website and on other websites we don't have anything in relations to this. Nevertheless, guys, I feel that the front part of the shoe is actually quite wide comparing with the back of it. So this foam will also cover slightly this back part of the heel section as well, which I guess will give it a bit of an extra support. So now, guys, we can finish with this Continental rubber outsole, which will have a very grippy traction. So it seems that this one was used in the trail running shoes. As you can see here at the front, we also have this writing saying lugs between 2.5 and 3.5mm. So for sure, if you want to wear these ones for running through the trails, guys, most definitely it will give a very good traction. As you can see here towards the front, we're also gonna have this foam exposed, giving this one a bit of a flexibility. Here in the midfoot, we're also gonna have this Continental branding. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I just went with my true to size, and for me, as I have a skinny feet, this one fits me perfectly. But in case you have a normal fit, guys, I think I will need to suggest you to go with a half size up. For me, as I have skinny feet, these ones actually feel quite snug, and this material is not flexible at all. So unless you really want a very snug fit, for sure for normal people you need to go with a half size up. And just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely you need to go with a half size up or even a full size up, just to make sure that you can actually put these ones on. So overall, guys, this brand new release coming from Adidas, which is based on a release from back in the 90s. In my opinion, is looking quite nice, but unfortunately for the high retail price which we need to pay for this one, we're gonna receive only synthetic materials, which unfortunately are not the best. For sure I would have preferred like a stretchy material for this upper and maybe something a bit more towards the premium bracket. End of the day, we are actually paying 180 pounds or very close to $200 US, and for sure the materials for the upper are not worth it. But I guess this price will be reflected because we're gonna receive this Light Strike Pro material for this midsole, which for sure feels quite comfortable underfoot. So for sure this one, guys, at least in my opinion, it's not worth the money unless you are really, I would say, nostalgic about the EQT lineup from back in the 90s, which most definitely has this DNA quite well shown on this release. So in case you really like this one and you don't want to pay that high retail price, most definitely it's worth waiting for a couple of months, as these ones for sure will go on sale. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Adidas for this equipment Agravic. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.